right, team, we're talking about your workout for Sunday, March 22nd, starting with our warm-up. We're gonna go through this whole thing 3 times, 3 per side of a Cossack Squat, 3 inchworms, warming up those hamstrings, 12 crab extensions, really getting into your hips, maybe a little bit of wrist warm-up, 6 per side of a prone hip swivel, that's obliques and abs, and then 12 per side of a flutter kick, that is all abs. 3 times through, let's take a look at what that looks like. All right, our warm-up for Sunday starts with 3 per side of a Cossack Squat. Really wide stance here, certainly well outside of shoulder width. We're gonna squat down to the side, think back and down, as low as you can get, staying tall. This heel is still on the ground. You should feel a big stretch in this leg. You may absolutely put your hands on the ground to get down here if you need to. If not, back to neutral, down to the other side. If you want to roll back and forth, however you get there, all the way down, all the way up, 3 on each side. Next movement of this warm-up, an inchworm. Trying to keep your legs as long as you can. Reach for the ground. We're going to walk only your hands out as long as you can. If you can walk past this plank position, do so as long as you can get, staying super tight, and then walk your toes to your hands, still trying to keep those legs as long as you're able. 2 more times, 3 inchworms every time. Next part of your warm-up, crab extensions. Feet on the ground, about hip width apart. I want your hands right under your shoulders. Don't go super wide here. Hands under your shoulders. From here, press those hips as high as you're able and back to the ground. So from the side, as high as you're able, back to the ground. Doesn't have to be fast, but really squeeze at the top. We're gonna get 12. Prone hip swivel, 6 per side. This is like a twisting plank, it's sometimes called. I would like you to do these on your forearms. Don't do these on an outstretched arm. Down to that plank position, really tight. You're going to tap one hip and tap the other hip. Tap and tap. From the side, you can see we are not breaking at the hip. Body stays long and tight. Tap, tap. 6 per side for 12 altogether. Last part of the warm-up, flutter kicks. On your back, nice and strong. Legs stay straight. Tiny little kicks, 12 per side. If this is really hard, go higher. This flutter kick is easier than this flutter kick. If this is easy, shoulders off the ground, hit that hollow position. 12 per side, that's 24 flutter kicks. We're doing the whole circuit 3 times through. Moving on to Sunday's Metcon, 4-time, 5 rounds. We have 4 per side of a loaded reverse lunge. We'll show you what that is. 8 loaded squats, and then 40 stair taps. What is a stair tap? I'm about to show you. All right, Sunday's Metcon starts with 4 per side of a loaded reverse lunge. Now loaded, that's vague on purpose. That can be almost anything. Today, I'm gonna use a couple of books, a container of bleach, and a tote bag. So I'm gonna put them all in there. Books. And this can be anything that weighs something. How you load is entirely up to you. If you're using bottles, make sure that they're closed. Also, how you hold it is up to you. Tote bag, I would probably tie this shut. Reverse lunge, I'm gonna hold it at my chest, step back, kiss the ground, step up again. It's 4 per side, so right, left, knee kisses the ground, knee kisses the ground. If this was too hard, if you were getting bent over, you could absolutely toss this over your shoulder. Let's do it on this side so you can see what I'm doing. Give yourself a little bit of a break arms wise. Step back, step back. Maybe obvious if you have a backpack, duffel bag, messenger bag, you could just wear this as a bag. If for some reason this is easy, and I don't think it's going to be, I would take this and launch it overhead, lunge, lunge. I think that's gonna be too hard for most people, but if you're a lunge ninja, you're welcome to it. 4 on each side. Next part of this triplet is a loaded squat. Similar to the lunge, you can load this any way you want. I'm gonna hold our trusty bag here, tie this tote shut, right against your chest, sort of Zercher squat style, all the way down, all the way up, as low as you can get, right back up again. If that got too much, you could totally hold this in one hand, still down to the bottom of the squat, right back up again, potentially up in your shoulder, hang on to it, down to the bottom of the squat, right back up again. We're just adding weight to this squat, 8 altogether. The last part of this triplet is 40 stair taps. Now, if you have stairs or a low bench or something like that, you can use that. I don't have one here. So I'm gonna reach into my bag, pull out those books I was using. Imagine, if you will, this is admittedly a very low stair. Right here. One foot touches, and as fast as you can, switch sides. That's one. I want to get to 40 fast. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Tiny little hops. This gets old fast. It doesn't have to be high. I want you to move as quickly as you can onto something relatively stable. We're doing 5 rounds through. Make sure you post your time.